No septum ring slander will be tolerated on this page. I'm trying to figure out where this septum ring theory came from.
A few moments later.
Hey, you guys are all just like really misogynistic.
How do you define misogyny?
I don't know, I don't like this.
What? I'm just asking how you define misogyny.
Can I go?
Black men love teaching their son how to play football and basketball. Teach that little boy how to build a house. Teach that little boy how to build a house. How to cut some wood. Teach that little boy how to cut some wood.
Hey, that septum nose piercing theory is literally undefeated.
Video is the definition of the septum ring theory. Now I know why I get so much hate for mine.
Just walking down the street to go get my medication because I'm out and I need it for today. And I saw a woman walking her 2 kids, and she had this look on her face. And I looked at her, we made eye contact, we both kind of nodded. Like we were both just devastated. And you could just tell in her. I can't believe this country did this again. Why did I let myself have hope?
Yeah, that was recorded on November 6th, 2024, when Trump won.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
It's true. And I had to go look up what is the septum ring theory. For those who don't know, the septum ring theory is chicks who make their trauma their entire identity and personality. They just suck the energy out of the room. It's woe is me, I'm a victim. So then, just passively scrolling TikTok, minding my own business and everything like that. And then I come across a video with a chick with a septum ring. And it's the same shit as woe is me. I'm a victim. My ex is a narcissist. Men ain't shit. Men are evil. Men are the antichrist. Wham. And their energy is just so sucky. And then after a while, it's like, yeah, I'm cool on y'all. I'm not going to, watch your video. I'm just going to scroll.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Ron, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So, got a video for you guys. Interesting video because this is something that has been sent to me, as well as something that has come across my feed. So it's been a little bit of both. And supposedly this conversation has gotten a lot more viral and a lot more traction than I expected. But it's always something that I've seen commented in my videos as well, whenever there just happens to be a woman with a septum ring. And in one of those videos I had responded to a while ago, with the woman talking about some teach your boy how to cut some wood. I remember reacting to her video, and I remember seeing that comment as well. So there may be some truth to this septum ring theory. So supposedly a woman finally spoke up on it for the first time because it was brought to her attention. And then she started seeing the same pattern. And then, of course, the women who just so happen to be having septum rings supposedly tried to come for her in the comments. So this became a back and forth thing. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
What's hilarious is I guess I am the first woman to bring up the whole septum ring theory, because I've seen countless videos by all sorts of men, both the right and the left, and people who are in the middle whose political ideologies are undisclosed. And it always starts off whenever they do a reaction video with, oh Lord, here we go, septum ring. You know how they are. It's always the chick with the septum ring. And so when I watch their reaction videos, it just starts to dawn like, ah, damn, it is true. And I had to go look up what is the septum ring theory. For those who don't know, the septum ring theory is chicks who make their trauma their entire identity and personality. They just suck the energy out of the room. It's woe is me, I'm a victim. So then, just passively scrolling TikTok, minding my own business and everything like that. And then I come across a video with a chick with a septum ring, and it's the same shit as woe is me, I'm a victim, my ex is a narcissist, men ain't shit, men are evil, men are the antichrist, wham. And their energy is just so sucky. And then after a while, it's like, yeah, I'm cool on y'all. I'm not going to watch your video. I'm just going to scroll. And as soon as I sit there and say in my previous video, hey man, chicks with a septum ring, I'm not watching your video. Then I got chicks with a septum ring in my comment section talking about, but I'm not like that. Sweetheart, I'm not watching your video. But I'm a Christian and I'm a stay-at-home wife. We have nothing in common. I'm not a stay-at-home wife. I work for a living. I'm not a Christian. Why would I watch your content? Like, I have nothing against you. I have nothing against you as a person. Your content just does not interest me. So the fact that I made this announcement says, hey, if you have certain features, I'm not watching your content. I'm not telling you you're a terrible person. I'm not saying that you're a horrible person. Your content just does not interest me. Therefore, I'm not going to watch it. And if I don't watch it, that means I'm not going to engage with it. Sweetheart, go outside and touch grass. Okay? You gonna be all right. Go find your people. I am not your people. You don't interest me.
Yeah, they just mad because a fellow woman started catching on to that same pattern as the men. And she was like, oh, nah, yeah, I'm cool on that shit. But it is, bruh. And unfortunate reality is it tends to be the women that are a little bit more liberal, a little bit more left. And before somebody get in the comments and get in their feelings, hold your fucking horses, because I'm not trying to make this political. However, you gotta admit though, the people, because that's why I played that video that I did in the intro. The people that I saw, especially women that were hating on Trump winning the most, tend to have these septum rings or a shit ton of piercings or color hair. Like they all fall in that same pocket. They all just have a particular look, bro. I'm like, I don't know what it is and why that is the way it is, but it's a pattern, and you can't say it's not true when even the women are starting to catch on to it. And they tried to come for her in the comments, so she did a couple response videos. Check these out.
One thing about me is I'm very direct and to the point. I am not going to coddle you. I am not going to baby you. I am not going to, validate your delusion, okay? For the septum ring girlies that are in my comment section, talk about, what about me? I'm not like that. I'm different. Sweetheart, I don't care. I do not care. The name of the video, and I put it right there, is content I refuse to watch. I'm not watching it, okay? Does that mean that there's something wrong with you? No. Am I attacking your personhood, your character? I don't know you. I do not know you because I don't see your content. I don't see your content because the moment I see that ring on your face, I scroll. As soon as I see that bull piercing on your face, I just keep scrolling. I don't even hear what you're saying, okay? Does that mean that there's something wrong with you for the umpteenth millionth time? No, your content is just not my preference. But one thing that I've noticed about women on the internet is the moment someone makes it known that they are not a preference, they start crashing out. You're not 5 years old. You're not 13 years old. Grow the fuck up. Focus on loving you. A person's opinion about you and the choices that you make regarding your body is none of your business. Okay? Wear your piercing loud and proud. It's your body. It's your choice. My opinion and any other person's opinion on the choices you make with your body is none of your business for the umpteenth millionth time. What you need to do is learn how to love yourself. The number of times motherfuckers were in the comment section talking about, I don't like long nails. I don't understand why people have these little Nosferatu nails. Bitch, you don't pay for my nails. You don't fucking matter. You do not exist in my world. You are not a welcome guest in my ecosystem. So your preference is none of my fucking business. So I will sit there and do this shit all day long. I've been doing this for 5 years. Period, hard stop. You see how that works? Because I love me. The only validation that I give a damn about is the people who I care about, the people who I respect, the people who are in my ecosystem. Why are you concerned about the opinions of sheep? Okay? There's nothing wrong with you. Love yourself. Just because a person doesn't like pineapple doesn't mean that there's something wrong with the pineapple. You may not be everybody's cup of tea. You may not be everybody's preference. That does not mean there's something wrong with you. So stop trying to chase after the validation of motherfuckers who wouldn't even piss on you if you was on fire. Okay? Love you. Bye. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm irritated, but it definitely confirmed and proved the septum ring theory and the fact that chicks with piercings are just psycho and they're psychotic, right? Because it's like, dude, why do you give a shit about the opinions of a complete and total stranger whose video you were coming across for the very first time? Like, is your self-esteem that fucking low? Like, I hate talking about the same thing over and over again, but apparently all they do is validate and confirm the septum ring theory. And then you know who I always end up blocking? The most black women. Always. And this is why I've never subscribed to the whole kumbaya sisterhood support black women bullshit, because it's never been that way. It's always been performative and fake as fuck. And then a solid second on who I block the most, liberal white women. You know who are by far the most chill women that I come across, have conversations with them. I don't have no problems with them. Conservative women and women who voted for Trump. They are so chill to me. I'll never have any issues with them. But it's always black women and white liberal women that I got the most issues with on this fucking app. And it's just kind of like, you need to go lay on someone's couch. You need to go unpack your trauma. I don't want to be your friend. You're a walking massive ass red flag. But yeah, it's kind of wild. Like, I realize how much I have grown and changed over the years, because this one particular bitch that I just blocked, I could have read her ass for filth and dragged her. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave T Mulatto alone with that 6 forehead of hers, because her forehead is so fucking big, you can land a B5 on that motherfucker. Like, I don't think that you could find a wig cap that big to fit over that damn cranium of hers. On top of the fact that her schnoz looks like a fucking bell pepper. But hey, I'm wrong, right? I'm wrong and out of pocket to be like, hey, if you want to sit there and be an aspiring rapper, you could stand to go walk on the treadmill, lose some weight. But hey, I'm out of pocket, right? But it's amazing how when bitches want to sit there and start shit, when you clap back and you drag their asses to hell to the point where they want to cry, now I'm wrong. Now I'm out of pocket. But nah, it's just like, dude, go where you're appreciated. Go where you're celebrated. If nobody want to fuck with your content, they don't want to fuck with your content. But to sit there and try to break your neck and be like, pick me, choose me, pick me, and be all nasty about it, it's like, this is why you're all lonely. This is why you don't have any fucking friends. So with that being said, sis, even though I'm going on a slight tangent, it's just a little bit irritated, but that's okay, because my block game is cool. I'm not quite there with Dana where I've maxed out the blocking yet, but it's the same 2 types of bitches that I'm constantly blocking.
See, and deep down, this is how you know even these women, as much as they act like they hate men, y'all still want the approval of men for some reason, because if this theory wasn't so true, why do so many women crash out about it? I'm like, dude, I was coming across so many videos, like little short videos of women over here bitching and complaining about this theory. I'm like, the shit is hilarious, bro.
This girl made a video about guys not liking her, and all the guys in her comment section told her it's her septum ring. That septum ring is holding you back. She decided to take out the septum ring to give it a try, and then she got mad that she liked the way she looked without the septum ring. She's mad that guys are right, that she's actually pretty without it. As soon as I see a girl with a septum ring, I'm automatically thinking she's angry. She's mad at the world. I'll still smash, but I'm not gonna be around her for a long time. If I ended up getting a Hitler mustache and a bunch of girls started telling me, you know what, you'd look a lot more attractive without that mustache, I would genuinely take that criticism and use it. I wouldn't try so hard to fight it. And guys don't fight that. That septum ring is the equivalent of a Hitler mustache. And I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be a few guys saying, I like the septum ring, but no girls really want those guys. That septum ring to guys represents anger. It's like that angry bull from Bugs Bunny. If you're a girl and you have a septum ring and you're questioning why you're always mad, take that ring out and you'll be surprised at how much your life changes.
I can only hope that if they take away gender affirming care, the balding men will realize they fucked themselves.
The hormones you take to get back the hairline that left with your father, that's gender-affirming care.
Septum ring theory strikes again.
Always has to be some dude in my comments going, septum ring theory.
What's the one thing that every person with a septum piercing has in common? The septum theory is going viral on social media as a way of describing the characteristics that those with septum rings allegedly share.
I look better with a septum than without one. I got a big schnoz. Look at this. Look at this. I take it out.
Now, the term is being used to unfairly dismiss the opinions of anyone who dares to post online with a septum ring. And pierced TikTokers are speaking out against it.
Let's get the obvious thing out of the way. I don't care who you are. If you put any time or energy into judging other people's body modifications and art, let alone taking the time out of your day to tell them you don't like what they've done with their own body, you're probably not a very pleasant person.
So what is the septum theory? It was first popularized by writer and men's rights activist Terrain Walker.
You can be sure that whenever you hear a crack brain theory, it's usually being said by somebody with a septum ring. You think I'm exaggerating? Take a look. Septum ring. Septum ring.
Pro-black men are...
Septum ring.
Terrain posted a video in which he explains the theory about people with septum piercings, claiming that they're usually radical feminists who, in his opinion, share outlandish, misandrist, and anti-male talking points. The idea that you can tell a man-hating feminist by their septum piercing spread throughout the 2020s, appearing in memes and posts on Reddit, TikTok, X, and more, becoming a way to dismiss someone's opinions based on their appearance. The theory started gaining significant traction in March 2025 when YouTuber The Dadvocate posted a video critiquing TikToker human embodiment of a Twigs videos.
I keep running into the same issues every single time I date a man, and I've been trying to really get to the root of what it is. And now I know what you're thinking.
In her videos, she talks about her dating troubles. She claims men keep expressing that they've fallen in love with her, then dump her. Commenters under the video repeatedly claimed that the septum theory was behind her dating issues, implying that the ring had something to do with men always dumping her, and implying that a negative attitude towards men might drive them away. In an effort to investigate the claim, the Dadvocate pulls up some studies linking self-esteem issues, social aggression, extroversion, and perceptions of promiscuity to people with tattoos and piercings, implying that people with septum piercings might attract people looking for one-night stands more than serious partners, and that people with the piercings might be more impulsive and outspoken. She also pulls up a study linking people with high numbers of body modifications to borderline personality disorder. Ultimately, the Dadvocate concludes that there might be some truth to the septum theory, but also admits that it's largely used as an insult online to shut people with septum piercings up, reminding viewers that it's too broad to assume everyone with a septum ring hates men. Understandably, the septum theory has caused a lot of debates online. Some people argue that the theory is unfairly applied to women more than it is to men. Others have added to the definition in some effort to broaden it, with a lot of TikTokers believing that the theory is about how people with septum rings make their trauma their entire personality, divorcing it from feminism entirely. Now people with septum piercings are banding together to denounce or embrace the idea of the theory and tell those who believe in it to touch grass, proudly showing off their nose rings for the world to see.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Septum ring slander will be tolerated on this page. I'm trying to figure out where this septum ring theory came from. It's like an internet opinion about people that have a septum ring are basically weird or really spiritual or gay. We make our trauma our personality. I don't know who y'all have met. I am nothing of the sort. We all got some form of trauma, but I'm not a traumatized person. 1, I'm not gay. 2, and 3, I don't make my problems my personality, and I'm not overly spiritual. I've seen comments talking about, yeah, I stay away from women with septum piercings. Babe, I take my ashwagandha every day. I'm cool. I take my supplements, I drink my water, I'm on my business, I go to work. I don't know who y'all met with a septum ring, and I don't know which one of my fellow septum ring wearers are giving us a bad name, but y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta chill.
Stay away from women with septum piercings. They are horrible people. They are the most evil beings that you will ever encounter on this game that we call life. All right? You know about the devil, but what if I told you there's a reincarnated form walking and roaming this earth, and all they got is a septum piercing? And I get what you're saying. Why would you just typecast one group of people, right? It's because it's always been true. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But bro, everybody with a septum piercing, they happen to be like the sexiest people on earth. That's true. But that is to compensate for how bad of a person they are on the outside. You feel what I'm saying? It's like their heavenly restriction if you know Jujutsu Kaisen. They're going to be so sexy, it has to get balanced out with a flaw. This flaw being that they are evil and bad people. They cannot have both, gang. Just the way you're reacting to this information, I'm already knowing you're not gonna listen to my warning, bro. But when you go and tap in because you're being curious, you know what curiosity did to the cat, right? That's the same thing that's gonna happen to you. But on the inside, shit's gonna numb you. It's gonna desensitize you. You're not gonna want any other woman after that. You dance with the devil, buddy. I tell you all the time, bro, this shit don't come from nowhere. I speak from experience, gang. Look, and don't make fun of me when I say this, gang. She was light-skinned. She was a nurse. She had a septum piercing. And when it was time to do that you know what tattoo she had on her thigh? She had the rose tattoo with the peacock. But you're not gonna listen to me though, right? Okay.
I hear him. I really do, y'all. But I gotta be honest though. To be fair, I think we gotta be a little bit realistic. I don't think all women with septum rings are like this. I don't think all men with septum rings are like this. However, you have to admit, I think we can all agree that typically when you see the people that fit the profile of what they call the septum ring theory, they tend to be those type of people. All you got to do is just go back to the election, man. It's crazy to think that it's already been well over a year since that happened. But that's the reason why I showed that video in the intro. Because that's when it was showing the most of who these type of people are and the common pattern that I was seeing. All you got to do is just go back to a year ago during the election. I guarantee you, bro, 9 times out of 10, if they hated Trump and they were like very extreme or very on the other side, there was a good chance that they looked like that, or they probably had a nose ring or a shit ton of piercings. Y'all, the typical look. And I hate to say that because it sounds like I'm stereotyping, and if I am, so be it. But all I can do is just go off of patterns that I see. It's really just pattern recognition. It ain't me trying to be mean or anything. And I think that goes for the same as the woman who said that she doesn't watch these type of people content. But y'all let me know what you think, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the live show channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.